Hi there, it's Sam from Pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today's project is this one. I wanted to make a little fold over box, but actually I wanted to focus on the art gallery stamp and die. And it's just a fold over box like that. Isn't it beautiful inside? And yeah, I wanted to focus on this part. So it's just a simple box. I'm going to whiz that together quite quickly and then I will do the stamping and the die cutting for you. So, oh, ribbon, get back on. Doesn't want to play. Oh, I've twisted it a bit. I'll make it fine afterwards. So yeah, just simple box. So you need a piece of designer series paper that's 5.5 by 11.5 inches, 14 by 30 centimeters. And I'm going to bring my measurements. This is what I work off a little bit closer. So on the long side, score it at 1.5, 5, 6.5 and 10 inches, which in what happened then? Oh, I jumped it. Oh, it's because there's something on my paper. There we go. In metric it's 4, 13, 17 and 26, and then on the short side score it at 1.5 and 4, which is 4 and 10 centimeters. So the finished dimensions of the box: 1.5 by 2.5 by 3.5, which is 4 by 6 by 9. Okay, so let me get this burnished. It's a beautiful paper, it really is, but because I wanted to make the focus on the stamps and dies, I've gone the plainer side up. And then when you open the box, you get this beautiful design on the inside. Okay, where's my scissors? Here we go. So if I turn it that way around, so you've got 6 little squares and then you've got 4 rectangles. So we're going to cut straight up the rectangle and wedge into the square. And do that with all 6. So the Fine Art Floral suite is very much about artwork, and this in the nicest possible way looks like tiling that's been badly grouted, but and it's because you've got all the brush marks, and I don't really mean it in a disparaging way, but it's because it's not a horrible pattern. But yeah, that's kind of what it reminds me of, but it makes a great backdrop for the stamping and the dies. Badly grouted tiles. Do you know what? I've never grouted a thing in my life. My husband has, of course, when we've redecorated. I've certainly observed grouting. I doubt I'd do a very good job. Right, so if I turn it yeah, hopefully you can see where I've wedged all 6 parts. Right, so let me get my Seal. Ooh, throw this at myself. Seal Plus. So I'm just putting some adhesive into all 6 of those panels, and I'm just going to look to see which one I want to be the front. I think that one. So you just bring them round. So that's the front. Oh look, I've got a little wedge still stuck there. And now I'm going to form the base. Oops. Oh. And that is the base of the box. So that's going to slip over and it's going to close up nicely. So I'm going to pop that to one side, and then I've got my piece of Whisper White. I've got my art gallery stamps and then the floral gallery dies, and I want those 3. So I'm going to grab them out. So that's a pair, that's a pair, and then this one pairs with that small one. I just lost that for a second. So I'm going to grab some blocks. That one and that one. Take a bigger one for there. One there and one there. So these are the 3 colours I've gone for. I've got Calypso Coral, mint macaron and pool party, because I thought they'd go quite nicely with this one, which is so saffron. So I think I'm going to take Calypso Coral, and it's this one which is going to go with there. So you take your image, you stamp it off and stamp it on there, and then you take the smaller part, don't stamp it off, and just go straight in the middle, and you get the darker colour. I need to clean this off because I'm going to use it again in a second. So I've got my stamping scrub to one side, and I'm going to go mint macaron. So this is the bigger one, and again stamp it off and on there, and then not stamping off, and on there. And then the last one to do is my pool party, and again the larger image, stamp it off first and on there, and this one not stamped off and over the top, and that's how you get that beautiful gradient of colour. Just gorgeous. Okay, so I'm going to use my little mini cut and emboss. I love this thing. So I want base plate, clear plate. Oh, that's just fitting in nicely. And then my dies. I don't know if I got all of them. I'm going to have that one for there, and I'm probably going to do the two bigger ones first. I'm not sure that I'll be able to get, oh, you know, I will, maybe, at a push. Helps if I get it the right way round. Could do with a magnetic platform right now, but we haven't got it yet for the mini cut and emboss. Hopefully it will be with us soon. So, and that on there, and then I'm going to run it all through. It's essentially one-handed when I'm doing it like this, because I'm trying not to jump. There we go. Trying not to jump my dies. There we go, that's all of those cut. I'm going to put these away because I don't want to lose any. And nobody wants to lose dies, do they? And there's my 3. So I'm going to grab some dimensionals. One on there. So I'm going to start with the I wouldn't say that's the biggest, but it's the longest, and I'm sort of clustering them towards the bottom. Oops. And then to finish off, I thought I'd got the gold ribbon out. Oh, I swear I got the gold ribbon out. I did. It's not on my shelf. It's okay, it's on my prep table still. And so this is part of the suite, and it's sort of a neutral colour, like a burlap, and then with the gold flecked through. It's not too shabby, that bow, is it? Just don't touch it anymore, so. That, I think, could tuck under there. Isn't that pretty? So, yeah, all about the dies and the stamping. I think it's really pretty. I hope you like it too. I hope my tips about the double stamping, the two-step stamping will help. Thank you ever so much for joining me. Hope to speak to you soon. Bye.